Stay true to yourself. Only carry good business, even if it costs you some money, bro. Because the sneaker world I see in, people screw people over all the time for $5, bro. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Have morals. And if nobody believes in you, believe in yourself.
Yo, before we hop into this next episode, I want to personally invite you to join our community where we're growing, we're elevating, and we're cutting the excuses. All I want you to do is hit that subscribe button and feel free to comment. I love you. I appreciate you. Now let's get into the video. What up, y'all? Welcome back to the Cut the Excuse podcast with your boy, Rainy No Excuse. And if you're a new viewer or listener, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button so you can get more episodes on how to grow, how to elevate, and daily tips and tricks from some of my friends. And today we have one of my first clients that I moved down here. One of my first people that I call friends while moving down here to Florida, Aslam. Give your introduction, man.
Yo, what's up, guys? I'm Aslam.
Go ahead, bro.
Feel me? It's gonna be a little awkward at first. I'm gonna get it. But everybody knows me out here as a sneaker plug.
Right.
Not even just a sneaker plug anymore. Plug for anything you need.
Mm-hmm. Literally.
You need a client, I got you. You need a car, I got you. You need a watch, I got you. You need some shoes, clothing, all that extra stuff.
Yeah.
I got you, bro. So more or less.
Hey, bro, he gonna warm up. This guy knows how to talk. He know how to market. That's his thing. Marketing is his thing. So he gonna give those tricks and those tips. But I just want to appreciate you for being here, my boy.
It's an honor.
You believed in me as soon as I came down here.
First month.
First month I got down here, bro. He locked in and we lost like over 50 pounds, bro. So he wouldn't look like this before.
I would fill up this whole chair.
He will fill up that chair, but you see the hard work and dedication that this man has, not only in the gym but business-wise as well. And I want to give the people an insight on what you do now.
More or less, right now, like I said, currently I have a couple sneaker stores, 18 to be exact. 18.
Don't let that go over your head.
Started 3 years ago, coming straight out of New York. Met a couple people in the right field, right connections, and partnered up with them, and ended up coming out to Orlando.
Right.
Humbly say we run one of the top 3 sneaker stores in the world.
Right.
With just 3 years of grinding and 0 people believing. Mm-hmm. So where I'm at right now, mentally, best place you can be. Mm-hmm. Because you could turn around and look at people who said that.
Right.
You ain't gonna do it. You did it. And then work-wise, couldn't be better. This year, as we get in, there's a lot more to grow this year. Mm-hmm. A lot more ideas, a lot more growth.
Share the text message that you sent me a couple days ago, bro.
Yo, I'll even rewind before I even get there. I just came back from New York, and if you guys are watching, guys from New York, we never stay in the city. That's the one place we despise. Mm-hmm. So I went out there, stayed out in a hotel for 3 days that overviewed the whole pier, showed the whole the skyline. I watched the sunrise. I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning just to watch the sunrise, just to watch the way the city moves and learn and figure out where that hunger came from, where it used to be.
Right.
And there's one thing I could always say: the people in New York City are always fast-paced, always got somewhere to be, and always mind their damn business. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I remember overviewing the world and saying, yo, there was a time where I couldn't do this, and I told myself I'll take over, and now I'm looking over and I'm telling myself I can take over again.
Talk, man!
Feel me?
Talk, man!
So I came back down here, and God works in crazy ways.
Right.
The first thing I did was call 3 of my closest friends that I've been dealing with for years. Connections are key, guys. Like, don't ever jump into a relationship asking for money or asking to find out a way to how you can help. Like, figure out that person first and find out your value and add it to them. Don't ask them to give them all their value.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that day, all 3 of the people that I have shared ideas with for future endeavors have all backed it. and ready to go. And that just spoke volume. Like, as long as you put pressure on it, as long as you go get what you want to get, you're going to accomplish it.
Yeah.
You know, I came back to Orlando. The first thing I saw was how slow everybody moved, bro. It's a joke.
Bro.
It's a joke.
Bro.
And, you know, you're a product of your environment. I felt like I got very lazy and laid back as well with the years, you know, get into it more. But, like, I feel like we got very comfortable where we're at. And in New York City, there's no comfortability.
Right.
You know, you got to watch your back everywhere you move. Like, it's different.
Way different.
It's different. It's a grind, not just in work, but in life. And that always led me to more money.
Yeah.
Because I only put myself in situations where I was able to grow. And that's where I need to be now. So I felt like that was a realization. So I texted him the other day and I said, what did I say exactly?
You said, I'm gonna win this year.
Oh yeah, I said I'm gonna win this year, bro. Like, believe this, like, remember this text. And I texted that to several people, bro. Like, I made sure I texted to the people that like I've shared a lot of my ideas with, the people that know me beyond shoes, know me beyond everything else, you know? Yeah. Because I have to hold myself accountable. And I just told some of the strongest people in my life that I'm gonna win this year, and how do I look if I don't win? Right. Feel me? So that's just more of an accountability thing I try to take on. It's one thing telling myself, I can fail myself all the time. We can always fail ourselves because who cares? But if you fail other people, then
once you put that pressure on,
that's it.
Yeah, and just to speak to like his character, Aslam always tells me that he works best with his back against the wall.
Against the wall.
Right. And before we get there, I want to go to the background. How did Aslam get here? Right, because there's a lot of pressure when you grew up, and that's what made you the man you are today, right? Because even the same way I motivate and inspire you, you motivate and inspire me, right? That's why we have those conversations after our workouts. We sit there and have an hour conversation after an hour workout. You know what I mean? And like every time we have that conversation, I go back to the crib and be like, yo, I'm pumped right now. Like I gotta, like I gotta work. But that pressure that you had initially, growing up in New York, that's what made you who you are. Who I am. Right. So I want to get to that story. Word.
So backstory. I'm 24 right now. I just turned 24 last month. I've been working since I was 14. Okay. That's the only reason why. This is 10 years of working. My first job, just for the people that don't understand, because I heard a lot of people like complaining about, they deserve more. What have you done to deserve more? Feel me?
What have you done to deserve more?
I worked a 60-hour job when my dad owned his own business. I want you to remember, my dad ran a really successful business in the city. That man paid me $100 for 6 days of work, 10 hours a day. Do the math on it. Oof. Do the math on it. And I did that for 2 years. Do the math on
it. This is at 14?
It's 14.
Okay.
And I changed oils, I did brakes, tires, basic car needs. I learned how to be, like my dad used to tell me all the time, I'm going to teach you the value of money. We'll get a little later, clearly I didn't, but yeah, bro, like I did that for the 2 years of my life, and when I had a couple dollars, I met one of my closest friends out of New York, and that was the first person to believe in me. And it all came down to shoes. I had a passion for shoes. I loved shoes. I didn't know there was money in it, but I just wanted to be fresh. Yeah. So one day, randomly talking to this, who's now my boy, I'm inquiring about shoes, and as it goes, I realized my greatest skill is pause my mouth, pause.
Pause. Go ahead.
And I say that just because, like, I can sell anything. You know, I can make people feel comfortable because anything I do, and I tell you this all the time, I would never promote something if I'm not genuine about it. Right. You feel me? So it's easy. Once you're genuine about something, it's clockwork. Like, it's not a job. You know?
I want to backtrack before you go into that. I want to backtrack a little bit because you said you only had one person that believed in you. Yeah. That started up this whole sneaker
whole thing.
What was that experience like with that one person? Because not everybody have that support team of 10, 15, 20 people. You only had one.
So it's my boy Hardib. I'll give him a huge shout out, bro. At the time, I was 15, about to be 16. He was 19. And I thank him because I remember our first conversation was just, I look back now, I was just a young kid with like aspirations to always want to learn. And he was, he seen something in me. Like I remember him saying like, yo bro, you're gonna be good at it. Like he tried to hold my hand in business. Like, yo, this is how you go flip and do this and this is how you do that. And we quickly realized that he was really good at numbers and I was really good at selling and making connections. So probably by the time I was like 17, when I got a little smarter, more money, we decided to start selling shoes together. Okay. And this is back in 2017. shoe hype was not what it is today.
Right.
It didn't start until COVID. Like, this is something that nobody even believed in. Nobody knew anything about it. Like, this is just a bunch of kids that's trying to make a couple dollars here or there. Where for fun, we're at a Saturday release at 2:00 in the morning at the mall, lining up, cashing out pairs. Like, that's what we did. But we did it as a hobby. Like, there was never no future in it.
Right.
And there was no future in it at the time because my family around me, and I love my family, huge support system. Like, never talk bad about them about anything, but as far when it came to shoes and the business of that, they were very traditional. You know, my family is from Guyana, first generation.
Got you.
They believed in the whole school, go to college, become a doctor, do all that good stuff. So my mom never seen the vision, no matter how much money I was bringing in.
Right.
Never seen the vision of me doing that because she wanted me to be greater in her aspects.
In her
eyes. You know, like what's the common theme? You know, but
and, I mean, at that point, she can only teach you what she knows.
What she knows, right?
And
that's
she knows that word.
I tell my mom right now, like, we talk all the time, like, and I'm like, bro, no hard feelings. Like, I understand where you're coming from. Like, there's nothing that built me to be the man I am today.
Right.
You feel me? Because I didn't give up. I didn't have my mom giving me her car like I see kids today. Like, no, nothing to that. I have a supportive family. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I didn't have that luxury. You know, it was every dollar I was making, I was trying to flip and make $30, $40 on it. You feel me? I didn't have a car. A $2 van, if y'all know, y'all know.
Yeah.
Back to Grenada Mall, and that's how I started everything up, bro. And more or less, the people around me, teachers, family, my dad, everybody was like, "You're an idiot for selling shoes." You know, I remember asking my mom for a small loan because I had this loop one time, like that's what we call it in shoe world. I had a manager that called me. They had 30 pairs of shoes for me, and I just was short on a couple dollars for it. I asked my mom, I'm like, "Yo, mom, could you? I'm gonna bring it back tonight. Like, I promise you I'm gonna double it. Like, don't even worry about it." She told me, "Hell no, this is not what you're made for. Go to college. I swear to God." I went out, I don't know how, I bought 19 pairs that day. I went out, flipped that shit, came back with 2,000 in profit, and went back to my mom and was like, "This is what I do." Feel me?
This is after everybody said no, after they laughed in your face. At 17,
bro. I'm 17. No car, no nothing. Figuring it out. Because
how do we get to that mindset at 17, bro? Because at 17, bro, I was getting locked up at 17.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. You fake it till you make it. And I say this because from a young age, my mom was a single mom. She grew us the best she possibly could. You know, I didn't grow up in the best neighborhoods. But fuck. I forgot my train of thought. How do we get into that?
At 17, how did you get that mindset?
Oh, facts. So I used to always carry myself in school like I was top shot. Like everywhere I went, I was fly, bro. I was in 7th grade wearing True Religions. You feel me? Like it was different.
And that True Religions was.
You feel me? That's different.
Yeah.
So people always viewed me in this high manner, and the only way I could keep this high manner up was if I kept the pressure on myself. You remember what I said? My back is against the wall. I can't fail. I'm not failing myself no more. I'm failing the people around me.
Right.
You feel me? Because everybody always looked at me for leadership at 14, 15, 16.
You started working at 14.
This is what I've always done.
Yeah.
I've always been the superior in the room. And I always had to upkeep that. You know what I'm saying? So at 17, I had to go make that money so I could show people like, "Yo, bro, I'm not bullshit. I'm really out here 6 o'clock in the morning working."
Yeah.
Like how you're doing. Like, bro, I'm doing it.
At 17.
At 19. At 18, 19, the stuff started getting rough. Decided I was going to do college and become a doctor because my family got to my head a lot. But I was still selling shoes here and there, bro.
But was it the pressure of your family?
No. It was more so like the sneaker stuff kind of got dried out. There was no big releases. Like the money was slower at the time, and I had picked up different hobbies. During this time, I did network marketing, which was even harder. I was selling travel packages.
Oh God.
You remember I told you I'm selling travel packages, but I need you to listen to this. Listen to this. Everybody calls it MLM scheme, whatever. I don't care what you call it. One thing I've learned throughout my life, people are gonna have their opinions. Whatever pays you. I don't care how you get paid.
Okay.
I used to sell a travel package to people, $300. Bro, I look back now and I'm like, God damn, $300 to $1,000 a month membership fee for them to travel at such a small price. Bro, I flew to Mexico, $600 flight included, 4 diamond resorts, 6 days, catamaran. Bro, I lived it. You know what I'm saying? I was 19 in Dubai, 19 in Africa. Bro, I was making it. You know, because what did I do? I cold called. I was a 19-year-old kid in front of rooms of 45, 50-year-olds. Telling you guys how to make money, and you guys believed in me. You feel me? I had everything but heart at the time. I remember standing in my first time in a room with 50 people, bro. That's why I love speaking in front of people now.
Right.
50.
Yeah, I see how you warmed up, right?
You feel me? Like, yo, bro, 50 people, with a little clicker in my hand for 45 minutes. You listen to me talk, and you guys are speaking. At the end of it, I asked you who was getting started, and you guys all bought in. You feel me?
19. We're 19 at this time.
19, 20. Feel me? 19, 20. And that's when COVID hit. 2020. Again, I was doing travel packages. I just came back from Dubai in Africa. I did 2 weeks over there. I stayed at the world's largest hotel in Dubai. Did everything you could imagine in Dubai. Then went to Kenya. I visited almost every safari. Got to live the life with them. Ate out of like I got to experience life as natives in those places. You know, it's a different type of maturity. It's a different type of like way you view the world when you come back. You know, life's so much bigger. And unfortunately, COVID decided to come in and travel was gone. You know?
Yeah, they had the travel ban.
They had the travel ban. But I still went for 6 months straight selling packages still because I was making people believe COVID was going away 6 weeks. I swear to God. Bro, sometimes you just gotta be confident.
Yeah.
You gotta be confident. And I believed in the product because I did it. You remember what I said? I can only sell what I believe in.
Right.
I traveled to Dubai in Africa for $2,000, flight included, Emirates. And it was a time to be alive, but that's ultimately how I jumped back to shoes. But like fast forward behind like the whole college thing, I knew I was a businessman from the second I started college. I was doing bio classes to become an anesthesiologist.
Okay.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
I wish my mom was here. 2 weeks in, I called my mom and I was like, "Ma, this is not for me. Like, I'm letting you down right now. This is not me." Like
2 weeks in.
2 weeks in. Swear to God.
This is what college?
Community college, Queens
Okay.
College. I graduated high school. Don't get it messed up with a 99.5 average. Don't even play top 5 of my school.
Okay.
You feel me? Very smart. But sometimes you gotta put 2 and 2 together. Like, this is not me. Like, I'm not as behind. Like we talked about earlier, I got a little bit of ADHD. ADHD.
Yeah.
So I can't sit down and behind a desk and I can't do all that stuff. I gotta keep going. And I told my mom that. I said, this is my personality. I can't do it. I took all business classes. I questioned every teacher I've ever had because you can't teach me business if you've never owned a business. You haven't lived it. How the hell are you gonna tell me how to run it?
Right.
You know, how could you tell me how to react in hard situations?
Right.
You can't. But more or less, that just comes with all the character development of everything that's just being thrown at you, you know?
So you had this 2 week experience, right? You dropped out of college.
I didn't drop out of college in 2 weeks though. I did 3 years.
Oh, you did 3 years?
I did 3 years in college.
So you decided not to do the last year?
Well, it's almost betting on yourself, if you want to talk about that. Really, like, I betted on myself more than anything. Remember, I came back, this whole theme about this whole thing is nobody believed in me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not a single person believed in me. And at 21, there was a store already open in Possible Kicks in Connecticut. I met with the owner. We had a great meeting. Offered a partnership in the company. I came in. I was his third store in Orlando. But fast forward, before I get into how I got to the move.
Yeah.
I didn't tell my family I was moving to Florida. I didn't tell anybody I was moving to Florida. I didn't tell nobody I was doing this business. I was still going to college at the time. I did 3.5 semesters.
Okay.
Think about that. I could really graduate school in half a semester.
Right.
But it was more so like to just tell everybody, because all I kept hearing in my life is you need a degree to be successful. And granted, people do, but like that's something, bro. That's something in my back. You keep telling me I won't be nothing without this
paper.
I'm gonna show you I'm gonna be something.
Right.
You feel me? And that's the type of way I'm wired. So when this opportunity came, didn't tell my family nothing. At the time, I was with my girl, and she was with me when I got the call initially. So she knew from the jump, which was probably 2.5 months prior to me moving. And I remember meeting her family, and one of her uncles told me to my face, "You're an idiot for dropping out of school. You'll never make it." To my face, first time meeting him in front of her mother and her. This is stupid. The business is not gonna work out. It's gonna fail. Bro, I'm telling you right now, the week when I finally started telling people I was gonna move down, I watched every single person turn on me more than they did. You feel me? And
what was your reaction though when her uncle?
I looked at him and laughed, brother. Like, you can't kill my confidence. You gotta understand. I told you, like, I work when you put something in my back.
Right.
All right. Feel me?
So you already had this confidence built up since 14.
I didn't care. Because, bro, who's gonna suffer if I lose? Me.
Right.
I could take a suffer. Been through it all, bro. You see me, bro. I smile through everything.
Yeah.
You feel me? I keep it G all the time. Like, I go through things every day, bro. Like, every day there's something bad, like, but you never see it.
Right.
Who's feeling sorry for you?
Nobody. To be honest.
Who cares?
Right.
You feel me? I'm literally from New York where people watch you cry in the street and walk away, bro. That's how you gotta keep it.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody care, bro. You never know what you could get yourself in. Nobody cares, bro. Nobody crying for you. You feel me? In 5 years, like I've already learned already. 5 years, I might have a different set of friends, not like you, but I'm talking about everybody else around me. People always evolve. You just gotta evolve where you fit in.
Right.
You know, so I looked at that. I laughed at him every time because I made sure the next time I seen him, I was Rolexed up. I made sure I
flex the Rolex
feel
one
me.
time.
That's not even just one. Feel me? Like I just made sure I got a couple because people told me I won't do it.
Right.
I had to show them what time I was on. It's a bar.
That was tough. I like that.
But I watched my uncles. I watched everybody tell me, bro, college is so important. You need it. My family's telling my mom. My mom believed, like once I told her, she supported it. Feel me? Because she had no choice. I was already doing it. I told my mom to her face.
Yeah.
I'm made for this. You feel me? Like you can't. There's nothing. I tell my mom this till this day, bro. She tells me I'm cold-hearted. Cold-hearted in the aspect of feelings. Like
okay, I was about to say.
No. I'm a very caring person, super caring. But like as far as feelings of losing something, bro, like you gotta keep it G.
Yeah.
You got to. And I remember the first month I came down here, bro. Like I don't even think you knew this. I had nowhere to live, bro. I had no plan. Didn't have nothing. I didn't know how much money I was gonna make. I didn't know what the hell I was gonna do. I didn't know what, bro. Nothing.
Wait. So you just flew down? You didn't tell anybody?
I didn't tell nobody. You
drove down here?
I drove down in my Altima, bro. I packed my Altima with everything I had and I drove my ass down there. You feel me?
Okay. I know how far that drive is. I drove down here, so I know.
Hours.
Yeah, I know how far that drive is, bro.
You feel me? And I did it with a smile on my face because I was like, you know what? All that went through my head for 18 hours. You gotta think about it. So much music you can listen to in 18 hours.
What, bro? That drive, bro. I'm just like, and
like,
mind you already know my situation.
Yeah.
So I was like, bro, if this don't work, like it's done. Like I just left a job that was paying me well. Like, bro, I drove down here 16 hours, bro. All I can think of is this is gonna work. This gotta work,
bro.
Like,
I'm telling you, bro. I remember driving, bro. You gotta understand those nights, 18 hours. Bro, I was with my boy, the same dude who I told you about, right?
Yeah.
Moral story: the same dude I told you about believed in me. I told him straight up, I took less money to do this, right? Less money. I told him I would never do this without him because he was the one who brought me here. And to this day, it's me and him at the top of the company because I brought him everywhere I went.
That's loyalty.
And on God, swear to God, it was nothing. You've met Hardeep.
Yeah.
That's my brother, for everything, bro. Because you know what? In a life where nobody believes in you, you have one person.
And that's all you need.
Matters.
That's all you need, bro. That one person.
And it was me and
Yo,
him.
hold on. That shows how powerful
Crazy.
one person, like that one support is, bro. So you went from and correct me if I'm wrong, that 16 to 17 range where he started mentoring you a little bit, and then you said, yo, I got this job. I'm gonna take less money, and you're gonna come with me. And now to this day, looking at you guys are. That's
number 1 and 2 in 18. You gotta remember that. You feel me? Everything that you guys see, I really don't post up that much on IG about my business because I like to do a lot more personal stuff. When it comes to my store, I don't like to fake it for the cameras. It's not really me. But you gotta realize it takes a lot to be number 1 for 3 years.
Yeah.
When you're number 3 store that open, they open 15 more. It's not easy. Like you gotta be good.
Yeah.
And I know I'm good. And I tell you that all the time. I'm the best at what I do. You can't compare, you can't put any competition against me and my brother. Like I put it any time, bro, like there's ever a decision in my life, he's always 1A and 1B with me. If I ever do any other business, that's 1A and 1B. I'd always break bread with him. That's just how you gotta be, bro.
Yeah, that's loyalty, bro.
That's how you gotta be, bro. Like it don't matter.
And how do you stay at the top?
Bro, just being innovative, bro. Listen to the people. Like, be genuine. Like I blame everything in my life. Like everything that goes well with me because I've never done anybody wrong, and I tell you that all the time too.
Right.
You can't name me one person I've stepped over, and I've been here for 3 years already. And I've met a lot of people.
Character.
Bro, that's all it is, bro. Because why do I care?
Right.
Like, what do I gain out of that? You feel me? Like I don't get it, bro. I don't get it.
Go back to the story. I don't want to interrupt because now my questions flowing, but I want you to finish the story before we get there.
Oh yeah.
So you're on an 18-hour drive.
18-hour drive, bro. Came down and it was raining. I remember that hurricane through South Carolina. Crazy. And I was like, bro, I don't know if this is gonna work. My aunt lives out in Kissimmee, probably like 45 minutes out. Thankfully, she let me stay by her for a little bit, so like I got that figured out really quickly. Hardeep was never supposed to stay with me in the company. Fun fact. He told me he was coming down just to support me for the first 3 weeks. He was like, listen, I don't know if I want to do this yet because I don't like the way he treated me. There's a lot more to the story, but like, more or less. And he wasn't gonna do it. Bro, my first day opening, store number 3. The first 2 other stores they had 2-hour long lines. Both of them did about 30 grand each, right? My grand opening in my first store, right? Think about this shit. Hurricane, I had 4 people in line, had WWE wrestlers coming to promote. Nothing went well the opening day. I turned around, looked at Hordeep, and I said, we just fucking failed everybody. I looked him dead in his face and I said, yo, bro, I think I just proved everybody right.
You saw it the first day.
Bro, you know what it's like opening a store moving 1,800 miles away. And the first thing you see when you go to open that store is 4 people in line. You feel me? After the other 2 stores had 3-hour long lines, I sat there and I looked and I was like, bro, this ain't real, bro. Like, we not gonna make no bread. Like, I came out here, don't know Orlando, don't know nothing. And I just sat there and I was like dumbfounded. By like 1 o'clock on average, other stores would be at like 15 grand when their grand opening. I was at 4,000. The CEO now was in the store with us. He left because he was panicking. Fun fact, he was also broke. Like, we were all like trying to figure this shit out at the beginning, bro. Nobody knew. We all lied to each other in the beginning. I knew how to. I told him I knew how to run a store. I know how to do everything, but I believed in myself. I didn't give a shit. Like, I was gonna figure it out.
A lot on the resume.
I'm gonna figure it out. And he's stupid. I was 21, bro. How the hell I know how to run a business? Come on.
Right, yeah.
Bro was telling me he was rich as hell. He come back and tell me stories now. He was declined for water bottles when we were out there. I'm like, brother. At 1 o'clock, I looked at Hardeep. I said, yo, bro, I'm about to flip this shit. I swear to God. I said, I'm about to flip the whole store around, change the music, because he had this EDM shit on. He had this thing where 120 beats a minute makes people shop. It was the dumbest shit I ever heard. But I flipped the store, bro. I want you to know I finished that day at $63,000.
From 4,000.
Grand opening day, 63,000. Broke every record the first day. First month, pulled out 850 grand. Stores numbers nobody seen. How? So I flipped it to how I wanted to run it. I changed the whole way the store looked. Same night, called up every like I had resellers reach out to me the first day, bro. And they tell me to this day, before I came down, they were talking wild shit about us. But cool, right? They hate us until they believe, right?
Right.
They hate us till they love us.
So yeah, so all y'all were broke.
Bro.
First day, you panicking. Only 4 people in the line. The other stores are already 2 hours, 30,000 deep in already.
No, on their grand opening days. On respectable days, they were down bad. You have really good days on your grand opening days. Okay. But prior, for what we know, they were already at 20 grand during this time because your mornings are supposed to be your busiest.
Okay.
Thankfully, during the afternoon, like, shit just got bumping. Like, I guess, like, Instagram like started doing their stuff and people started pulling up later in the day. Like I said, Florida people are slow. They never want to be up early, bro.
Right.
So they pulled up at like 2, 3 o'clock. We had stuff jumping. First day 63,000, next day 42,000 on a grand weekend, 2 days.
So how did you pull that mindset shift where you told Hardin like, yo, I think.
Bro, you had emotions, bro.
Right, yeah.
Emotions,
what was that flip though? Because you told him like, I think we failed everybody.
I just can't, bro. I don't like to lose, bro. I don't like to lose. So you gotta think. But I said that out loud. I heard it back to me. I'm like, bro, I'm wild. You feel me? You gotta flip it. You gotta flip it quick, bro. Like this is a hard world to be in. Right. You feel me? It's a 1% for a reason. Now everybody can get in, bro. You gotta go through some stuff, bro. Like like I said earlier, bro. Nobody cares. If you gonna make it, you gonna make it.
Right. I wanna fast forward a little bit, right? So now we're on this high, right? So we go from nobody believing in you to
everybody love you.
Everybody loving you.
Everybody love you.
So now you and Hardin killing it, right?
Killing it.
Then I moved down here, and we meet up, right? And you are clubbing every day, bro. And I'm talking about like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, back Monday. And you coming into the gym, and I'm telling you, I'm asking you, yo, you went out last night?
You smell it.
You're telling me, nah, bro, I was home, and I'm just smelling all of the alcohol. I'm like, bro, lie to me again, bro, right? So we on this high, right?
Yeah.
And then we go from clubbing every day, right? Every day. Now you were overweight at this time. Clearly not. You look super fit now, but you were overweight at this time. And then fast forward a little bit. And I want you to fill in the blanks, but fast forward a little bit. you cut all that out.
Yeah, like that.
And I'm talking about cold turkey.
Done.
And my thing is like I could tell people what to do, and I would have to like guide them step by step. And with you, when I told you like, yo, you gotta tighten up, it was like
it was personal. I tell you what. Right now, I'm a big person in science. I don't know if I ever told you this story.
Alright, listen to that.
Nah, you gotta listen.
Okay.
This is deep, bro. You're a person that feels shit. This is deep, bro. Like I woke up on my birthday that year and cried. You feel me? And I'm gonna tell you why. When I was in college, my second year, right? I met my first year, my freshman year. I met you. Obviously, meet up with some people that you know from elementary school, middle school. I just one of my friends. Like we were pretty close growing up, but obviously in high school we dispersed. Like we went separate ways. He went to a different high school. I went to a different high school. Long story short, we ended up meeting in college. So I'm gonna tell a story like this, and I'm gonna give you all the messages behind after. Feel me? It's not gonna make sense if I go through it. I'm run down with the kid, only child for his family. Was really good at business. Really, his parents wanted him to be a doctor.
Okay.
What did I tell you I was earlier?
Right. Same thing.
Right? Scary. I had at the time I was planning to do my own business in clothing, and I bought the Supreme blank tees, had everything. He was my graphic designer. Like he believed in me as well with the clothing stuff. Like,
and this is college.
This is at college, bro. I'm telling people all ideas. I'm like, hey. He was like, yo, bro, I'll do anything for free. I'll take care of it for you. Whatever. And I was like, word, all right, cool. So like we're going through it. I'm giving him ideas. I'm giving him all the stuff. Like we're going back and forth. Spring break, 2 days before it, we're in college and we had a pool hall in the school in the thing, and he had left, came back, forgot his keys at the thing. I never tell my friends I love them like that, bro. Never. I remember grabbing his stuff and I was like, bro, be safe. I love you, whatever. Be out. Feel me? Couple of days go by. That Saturday, I went to the Brooklyn Nets and Philadelphia 76ers playoff game. My cousin was coming from Yonkers. I was driving. Right? Matter of fact, before I jump into that part, couple days, that Tuesday, right? That Tuesday, Friday was the last day of school, Tuesday. I get a call at like 7 o'clock in the night. Like, yo, not even a call, bro, I was on IG. And I seen a picture of his van, and his van was very noticeable. He had his own like name tag on it. I seen a picture of it on Southern State crash into a tree. 3 people died, passenger survived. Died on impact. And it was hard because at the time it was like, bro, I'm starting something up with him. Like we had something going really well. This is my friend. Like I've known him basically my whole life. Like I wouldn't say we were closest to friends up until college, but like I've known this kid since he was like, bro, 6.
Yeah.
If that, bro, like kindergarten, pre-K, whatever. And I remember going to his funeral and his mom, they did an open casket. I don't know why. And I remember his mom coming up to me and she's asking all the friends, like, who are you, what role, like, whatever. And I was like, yo, I'm Aslam, like, I'm the one who I was doing the business with your son. And she sat there and held me and started crying in my hand. And she goes, I bought a MacBook for my son last week for you because he believed in your ideas and everything that you wanted to do. And I went out there specifically to get this for him. And, bro, like, that was hurtful. Like I sat there and I was like, bro, like this doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
On my 23rd birthday, the morning of, the first thing that popped in my brother, like I haven't thought of this in a while, like you don't get it, like I don't ever like really sit there and think, the first thought that came into my head, that accident should have been me. And I tell you why. We have similar paths. Our life and message and everything that we do, super similar. Business, doctoring. First semester of school, what did I do? Dropped out of doctoring and did the business. That Saturday when I was driving to the Brooklyn Nets game, I was driving my car. I had my cousin in the car with me as well. I went to go merge the lanes. There was a fucking minivan in my rear view that I almost hit, if I didn't hit that and I didn't swerve a time, I was gonna hit a truck in front of me. And by the grace of God, while I looked back and I said, yo, bro, that was the closest call. And the crazy part about it In my rear view was a minivan that was stuck on the shoulder. My boy's car was a minivan that flew off of a shoulder. And I thought about it every day. I said I had two paths. I could have did this doctor route and been done with it. I could have been, that wasn't where I was supposed to lead to. Or I could have done this business shit and be big with it. You feel me? And that's the message I came across. I was not put on this earth to be no regular. And if I gotta figure out and fail, bro, I'll figure it out and fail on my own, bro. Like I don't ask for help. You know that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I believe I have something bigger than most know. Or like I don't know, bro. Like
so this just popped in your head.
Bro, first thing, I swear to God, and you know, from my birthday, I didn't take a single sip of liquor again, and never went back out.
You have not been.
And
out.
you know what's the craziest part? The rest of that year, I decided to milk myself dry. I decided to feel struggle the whole year. You never knew that.
Bro.
I came in every month and every day, nobody knew anything.
Right.
And I made sure I made myself feel hungry again. I made myself feel every form of failure again because I know how to take failure. It's not hard. But I needed to feel hungry again. And I told you that reason. I just needed.
You kept saying that though.
I needed to find it. Like I needed to figure out what would have pushed me because I know once I find it, it's done. I think making money is one of the easiest things when it comes naturally. You know, it's doing good business, doing whatever. Like, that's another day, the best on the story, bro. Like, doing good business, like figuring out all the points. I know how to do it. It's easy. You know, why am I playing with myself? So I had to feel what it's like to be hungry to go 10 times harder. The whole part of me drinking and living life, I was going out spending money doing whatever the hell I wanted, bro. For 6 months, I was going crazy. I lived a life that many others will never say they can. I sit courtside at every basketball game you could find, bro. Like I'm 24, bro. I live most grown men's dream.
Right.
And I look back at that as a testimonial, not because I want to spend money to be stupid. I showed myself a life I want to live. And now I know what it costs, and I'm sure as hell I'm about to double it because that's how I want to live.
Right.
You can't tell me how I should live. I hate when people tell me how I should spend my money. Don't tell me how I want to live.
Yeah.
You feel me? If that's the problem, I want to live this way, I'm going to make more damn money. Like, that's it. And that's what I needed to find.
That's deep.
Feel me? That's all it is, bro.
That's
shit
deep.
ain't getting cheaper in this world. Ain't shit getting cheaper. You either going to crumble with everybody else, you're going to make money like everybody.
And what's crazy about that birthday situation is 2 months later we had Ramadan. And Ramadan, you didn't eat at all.
Eat or drink all day, and I was still in the gym every
and you
day.
still came to the gym every day. I was smoking your ass.
Bro, I remember one time I had me do 330 push-ups, gang.
No cap.
Fasting. I did it in 20 minutes though.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? But the mindset and like some of the things you said in the story, I had no clue of. But coming from New York, one supporter, right? Just one.
That's all it takes.
Family laughing in your face. Then we have this college experience. Then drop out with a half a semester left. 18-hour drive to Florida with not knowing where you're about to live.
Nothing.
First couple hours of grand opening goes terribly wrong. We flip everything, and now we here.
You're here.
Now we here.
Bro.
What is the mind? What is the mindset? And do you use that past to keep you motivated? Like, what is that mindset on staying at the top right now? And I know you kind of answered this before with you and Hardin, but you're in a different place now. Like, everybody sees, even in the gym, everybody sees that Aslam is like super locked in right now.
Yeah.
But Aslam drives a Mercedes-Benz. Like, Aslam's sitting courtside at a game. Aslam's only 24.
I mind my business.
Right, like, mind your business.
That's the moral of the story, bro.
But it's like, at most 24-year-olds, if they have all this, they go crashing down.
Crashing down, bro. Staying humble, bro. Like, I've seen it already. God can take everything. And, but, like, bro, everybody gonna make it, bro. It's everybody around me. We say this all the time. Everybody around me wins. Or everybody around each other, we all win. Why?
We all
because
win,
we don't ever look at each other and pocket wise. We don't ever do, bro. Like, we here to see each other win. That's the motivation.
Right. Yeah. That team. That support. Yeah. That team.
You can't do everything.
That team. And before we wrap it up, right? What is your advice to that young person coming out of college, or that young person that their family don't believe in them and they're scared to live their dream? They're the only ones that believe in themselves. What's your message to that kid?
You know what's beautiful to that? I'm fortunate enough that a lot of my employees are young 18, 19-year-olds. So I have these talks with them every day. I mean, I'm not much wiser. Like, don't get it messed up. But I mean, I have some kind of idea or some type of like. I talk to a lot of people around me as well. But anyways, stay true to yourself. Only carry good business, even if it costs you some money, bro. Because the sneaker world I see in, people screw people over all the time for $5, bro. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Have morals. And if nobody believes in you, believe in yourself. Pick a book up, read, because there's many people just like you. It's not just yourself. Don't believe it's just you. Because there's somebody like a Hard Deep out there. There's somebody like a Randy. There's somebody out there that's willing to reach a hand out because they also need the help.
Right.
You feel me? We all need help in certain aspects. Just find one person is all it takes.
Yeah.
You know? Give it your all. Do the research. Don't be lazy. Just 24 hours in a day. Make it count. Make it count. 6 months change everything.
6 months, bro.
Changes literally everything. You got 6 months to give up, gang. Like, you I hate to say it, bro. There's people giving up 6 months in the jail, not putting it through. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could give 6 months up to sit in your house and figure it out. Like, it's not hard. There's people all around that want to throw money into your business. There's people that all around the world that believe in you. Like, even the people you don't know. Most of my supporters are people I didn't know. Yeah. You know, we didn't know each other from a hole in the wall, bro.
Right.
Like, we also had started off not rough, but like we didn't mesh. Like, bro,
Rocky.
Randy wanted to beat my ass one time, bro. I cracked a joke with him. I didn't realize we can't crack those certain jokes with him. You feel me? Like, but it's the people you don't know that support you. So just keep putting your beliefs out there. Like, don't hold it in. Like, put yourself out there. Make it be known that you're trying to do something because somebody's gonna come looking for you.
And that's very powerful because without the support system that we both have and the team that we both have, I wouldn't even be where I am. Like, this podcast wouldn't even be here without that support. So I think that having just that one person that believes in you and just reaching out that hand is super underrated, very powerful. And also there's just the fact of believing in yourself and putting everything out there and just being like, yo, this is. Because I also do the same thing. Like, you know, I come to you and be like, yo, I'm about to do this. And I say it to you just so if I don't do it, you check me and be like, yo, you told me you was gonna. But
it's also to keep you not only accountable, but to also listen to it back. Like, okay, does this make sense? Or I can ask you questions that you ain't think about. Like, yo, bro, is this feasible in this aspect? You know, X, Y, and Z. Like, you need people to help you. Because if you don't, you will fail. Right. You're gonna fail over and over and over again. Right. You don't have to be smart to do this. You just gotta believe. That's it. You just gotta keep failing and keep failing. Some people fail the first time and make it the second time. Some people fail 10 times and make it the 11th time. Right. You feel me? Just keep going, bro. Like, ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for you.
Damn, bro. I got a lot more questions, but we running out of time. So I have to ask this before we end, right? And I ask everybody for every episode. What is that one excuse that you had to cut? What is that one excuse that you had to overcome? If you did not cut that excuse, you would not be the Aslam you are today. You would not be here sitting with me.
Let's cut the excuse. Got a couple, to be honest.
Hey, we can take more than one.
I think my biggest downfall has to be. I'm gonna say accountability. That's so stupid. That's sure as hell not that now hard on myself. It's just more so being organized. That's it. Okay. Being organized. I feel like if I was a lot more organized, I'd make a lot more money, to be honest. I try to offset a lot of my work to other people, so I don't have to do it. Yeah. And I think if I'm just a lot more organized with my time, what I do, being able to dilute my time in different places, I'd be able to accomplish a lot more. Time management, huge. Super huge. If you're not here at TDs at certain times or fitting stuff in, like, bro, I don't need to be sitting on my couch just vibing for 2 hours, bro. Like, there's stuff to be doing. Yeah. You feel me? I've been telling myself I was doing real estate classes for the last, like, goddamn 4 years. Bro. I haven't even started. And I paid for it twice when you haven't done it. So that's just what it is. Organization, time management. What else? What you think?
Hey, man. I mean, even from something in the past, like, what's one excuse in the past that you had to cut out?
From day one, bro, like, the excuse I had to cut out was that people felt sorry for you. That's the excuse. Nobody cares, bro. Like, that's nobody cares.
Everybody got their own life.
No, and another excuse, bro. When I say nobody cares, it means like if you the flyers, nobody care. If you got this, nobody care, bro. Like, social media is fake. Social media is fake. I'm telling you, live a life in real life, bro. I'm telling you, that shit is fake. Nobody cares. You're gonna get robbed. More or less, bro. Like, that's it. Like, you just putting yourself as a lick, bro. Just cut it out, bro. Yeah. Cut it out. have a damn family, live a life, bro. Like,
Yeah,
be
yeah,
normal.
yeah. That's dope.
Feel me?
That's dope. I think we got a lot of gems in this episode, but I learned a lot more about you too in this episode. But I'm happy that we shot this episode and then we got this episode covered because I think there's a lot of people without that family support and they think if the family don't improve, then I can't do it.
Yeah, now my family all supports, by the way. They all love it.
Right, they see it now.
The vision. Yeah, but it's okay. I did something very innovative. Mm-hmm. Don't be afraid to be innovative.
Yeah.
Do something that other people aren't doing. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
You know, if you fail, you fail.
Right.
You fail, you fail.
And with that being said, I think I'm in on that note. With that being said, we gotta cut the excuse, we gotta grow, we gotta elevate, and we damn sure gonna make everything happen that we want to.
Yes,
we out. Ready, no excuse.